Beausoleil First Nation rests on the southern tip of Georgian Bay on the Christian, Beckwith, and Hope Islands. These magnificent islands are home to the active and ambitious community of Beausoleil First Nation, with a population of 2,587 members, 700 of whom reside on reserve. As a growing community, housing is a key focus for Beausoleil First Nation.
Housing is very important to this community. I see this when we have the new builds, when they're posted, and when we have vacant units, and we have units that become vacant. I see the amount of people that apply. You see their applications, you see their covering letters, you see why they need to get into this unit or get out of the unit that they're currently in, or sometimes they don't have a unit. We have whole families that are living with whole families, like two families living in a home that's, often just meant for one, right?
The Housing Department is continuously making innovative and remarkable efforts to progress their community housing program despite transportation challenges. The island-based location makes construction a difficult task, especially during winter months.
For our last build, which was last winter, we did do as much as we can. We framed the units, closed them up, and resumed in the spring because we had a period without our car ferry. So we kind of shut down the housing project and started fresh in the spring. That makes it difficult.
Recently, Beausoleil First Nation took great strides with regards to improving their housing program. An impressive 6 Plex Multi-Unit was made possible under the Department of Indigenous Services Canada Budget 2016 Immediate Needs Fund. This funding from Indigenous Services Canada also supported the renovation of existing homes to strengthen Beausoleil First Nation's housing maintenance program. In addition, the community completed a 5-unit housing project, which comprised of 2 one-bedroom units and 3 three-bedroom units. But the housing developments did not stop there, as they are constructing a 7-unit housing project with 3 two-bedroom and 4 three-bedroom units with funding from Canada Mortgage Housing Corporation. The 6-plex multi-unit building included several new features such as a sprinkler system and propane furnaces.
So our 6-plex, we had a sprinkler system installed because it's a multi-unit building. Code now requires sprinkler systems to be installed in those multi-units. And we were looking to build a higher R value within, over and above. So just overall efficiency. So we had a propane furnaces installed with heat pumps. So we're trying to build more efficiently, lower cost, hydro costs for the tenants and the occupants.
Working on these projects are proud Beausoleil contractors and members from the community, along with local sub-trades from the surrounding area. The aim is to provide high-quality, affordable housing for the Beausoleil First Nation people. Amanda Mixamong is the housing manager for Beausoleil First Nation community. She ensures that the community is provided with expert advice and support in housing, construction, and renovations. Her team's dedication and direct coordination with the community helped this project move forward.
Well, I try to do my best every year with the approach to applying for housing for the community. So normally we get an expression of interest from CMHC on an annual basis, and then I make recommendations to Chief and Council to proceed with a build. So if they say yes, then I go ahead and proceed with building, and I always apply for the maximum units that we can possibly get, just to try and address that need. So they've been pretty good for these last couple of years with applying for each project, just to try and keep up with the housing need.
The winter challenges and the hard work put into these projects pays off when the people arrive to their new homes with excitement, joy, and pride.
The excitement of our people walking into a new home is something that you really have to see in person And it's not too often that we observe this happening, but when you see people moving into their new home, it is with excitement and it's with awe to see people walking into a new home and being all excited about their new future in their new home. Like all the work that happens behind the scenes with our housing department and with decisions being made at the council table. A lot of times you don't think of the end product, but when you see that actually happening, when people turn the key and walk into their new home, that's the excitement. So that's something we look forward to trying to be involved when people move into their new homes, and especially the new complex that's been built.
Community members are clearly excited with their new homes.
There was 5 adults living in my mom's home, and like we all weren't kids anymore, and it was just getting too much of all of us to be in one family home. And my sister and I were pretty excited that this opened up, and it was 2-bedroom, and it was like perfect.
When I got my phone call saying that I did get this a place, I just I wanted to run through the band office screaming, but I didn't want to scare anybody, so I was so excited. I was very excited.
The First Nations Housing Working Group is proud to present Beausoleil First Nation with the Community Housing Recognition Award 2019. Congratulations, Beausoleil First Nation.